I know YouTube family. Before I take it down, I want to talk to you real quick about something. Growing up, okay, when you see someone, at least for me, growing up in where I'm from, when you see someone that's clean shaven, someone that is dressed up to the nines, got the dress shirt on, okay, they got the cufflinks, in their shirt, they got the sports jacket on, they got the tie. They got the dress slacks on, they got the belt, they got the dress socks, the Stacey Adams shoes. Okay, they're you know they're dressed up. They're looking good. Every day they're going to work, right? And when me growing up, that was like, yeah, I want to be like that. I want to be the working. I want to be in the working class. I want to be somebody. All that stuff. But appearance wise, you'd have thought that I was a rich man. But a lot of those people are broke. Okay, they're not just broken in money and in yearly salary, but they're broken in their mindset. See, a lot of people in the corporate world, they have a broken mindset. See, we're trained to dress like how the job wants us to dress. We're trained to act and talk how they want us to act and talk, depending on who we're talking to. We're trained to think a certain way, okay, and do certain things. But imagine for you to turn that on its head and do something differently at your job and say, well, I'm not going to come to work in a dress. I'm not going to come to work in a business skirt or in no heels with the stockings rolled up. I'm not going to come to work in a full-blown suit with a tie and a dress shirt. I'm just going to come to work with a regular t-shirt on, some jeans, and some Jordans. Now, as far as everything that I got in my mind, I'm familiar with the company. I know what I have to do every day. I'm already trained. I have my degrees. I have my certifications. I have all these great things. It's not going to change anything about the job, but I don't want to wear what you want me to wear. I don't want to wear what the job position consists of me. I don't want to do that. I just want to be myself for a day. They're going to send you home. Why? Because you are not looking like you're supposed to look. Now you may think, why would you dress up like that? See, this is the thing. You may think since you're making money and you're dressing up like that, you think that, oh yeah, this is the life. It's not the life, because you're always going to be ran by somebody else, and your check is always going to be ran by somebody else. Your life is going to be ran by somebody else, because if you don't have that job, you don't have any money. Okay? You have to work more hours in order to get more money. Okay? You're always going to be ran by that person. You have to be to work on time. So you have to get up early. And sometimes you have to stay late. Okay? No matter how high your position is, usually the higher you go, the more work that's going to get put in, that you're going to have to put in order to keep that job. Because if you perform lower than your expectations, then guess what? You're either going to get demoted or fired. So now, the higher you go up, you still can get fired. It does not matter what level you are. It's somebody always over you that's pulling the strings, the real strings, okay? Pulling the strings, documenting everything that you have to do, seeing all the facts and the statistics and whatever you want to call it. They are stalking you to see if you are the person that's qualified for that position. No matter how long you've been in that position, somebody is always going to be over you, telling you what to do. So you can't have a full-blown beard, okay? You can't. Sometimes people don't even want you to grow your hair. I know that's ridiculous, but I'm telling you, I've seen some I've seen some on the job boards. I've seen some job descriptions where it says clean shaven, meaning haircut. I've seen some stuff, that I'm not gonna say. Some people don't want to work with people that have dreadlocks. Some people don't want to work with people that have long braids. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm telling you, I heard job talk. I heard a lot of people not wanting to hire certain people for certain things just based off of their look. So if you look the part, I guess that's the word. If you look okay to them, okay, they'll hire you based off of that, and then they'll train you. They'll do their typical training and everything. But the sad part is that a lot of people really think that they're doing something just because they're dressed up. People judge people too much. Did you know the richest people in the world, you don't even know their name? You don't even know who they are because they don't care for the spotlight. They don't care about the brand names. They don't care about the watches. They don't care about none of that. Broke people do stuff like that. You want to show off all this crazy stuff. I'm not saying everybody does that. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you see people consistently showing off all the stuff that they've done purchased over and over and over again. Now I get if you was in poverty and you was poor and you never had it, that's a different story. But if you grew up in a regular life, you know, you wasn't poor, okay? You wasn't necessarily the richest man, but you was like in the middle class. You can't say that you had the worst life in the world, you know what I'm saying? But you got people that just flaunt it and flaunt it and flaunt it and flaunt it. And I get it because you never had it. But there's a time in your life when that gets boring, okay? It gets very boring. So, what am I getting at? What am I getting at? What am I getting at is this. You can't judge a book by its cover. Just because this guy has a beard, just because this woman has on tights, she has on joggers, okay? She's coming from the gym or something, and you may have caught her on her time when she's working out or she's jogging down the street, and you look at this woman over here in business casual dress, with the business casual dress code on. You can't tell me that, oh, just because this woman has gym clothes on and this woman has business attire on, the woman that has business attire makes more money than the person with the gym clothes on. Just because this man has a beard and this one is clean shaven, the guy that's clean shaven has more money than him. Just because this guy has a low beard but he's dressed up to the nines, you know, really, really dressed up, compared to this guy over here that's also clean shaven but just has on shorts, flip flops with no socks on, and a polo shirt. The guy that's dressed up to the nines with a little beard is making more money than the guy that has the flip flops on with no socks. No, you can't judge a book by its cover. Like I said, the richest people in the room, the people that got the money are the quietest ones in the room. Okay, the loudest are the weakest ones in the room. Okay, the richest people in the world, you don't know their name because they can care less about cameras. They can care less about the excitement that comes along with money because they always had it. They've been making it for so long. Who could care less? Mark Zuckerberg, this man don't have no BMW. He don't got no Rolls Royce. He don't care about none of that. This guy is like worth $1 billion. Who cares? You see how he dressed? I mean, he wears regular clothes, like regular clothes. I mean, basic clothes, t-shirt, jeans, and whatever type of sneakers he wears, and that's that. His name is worth something. His name is worth something. He's done something in his life. See, the thing is, you want to be something important, but you don't want to be dragged into the mud for trying to look like somebody that you're not. Okay? I would never want to work with a company that doesn't want Ant to be Ant. Never. I never want to be part of something like that. There's too many people out here that sucked into the corporate environment and they just think that they're better than certain people. And I'm not saying that as everybody, but I've been in the corporate fields, okay? I've worked with real estate investment companies. I've worked with law companies. I've worked with identity theft companies, okay? I've worked with a lot of different type of companies, okay? Merchant services, business funding, okay? Sales and marketing, niche marketing, so many different companies, okay? I've been so many different places, okay? So many, and you get to see different people at different levels, okay? And you get to see how they talk, how they dress, how they act, how they look at you. See, I remember when I was younger, you know, I was being judged based off because I was the youngest one in the room. But I was the main one in there making all the sales. I was the one that was helping grow the business because I had a trainable mindset. I had a coachable mindset. I didn't know everything, but I was willing to learn. So when you're someone that's willing to learn, you can grow and hit the ranks pretty quickly because you're not going in there like, oh, I know everything. That's not the point, okay? Sometimes you need to shut up in order to get to another level. You don't know everything because if you did, you wouldn't be at the seminar or you wouldn't be asking this person for this, that, and the third, okay? So I wanted to make this quick video about two things, okay? Number one, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because you see somebody that looks like they ain't got no money, trust me, they probably got more money in their bank account than you do. They probably got more money in their bank account than the person you think they got money in their bank account, okay? Number two. What is number two? Number two is work hard. Work hard, okay? Never underestimate somebody. This old guy in the corner somewhere that's about maybe 50 something years old can teach you a lifetime of wisdom. A lifetime of wisdom. That your so-called cousin that, been around the world, she don't know nothing. Okay? Don't worry about, don't consult with people that brag too much. You don't have time for that, okay? When you have a level that you want to reach in your life, things that you want to accomplish, you don't got time for braggative, brag type. You don't got time for that, okay? You want to talk to someone that has wisdom. You do want to talk to somebody that has been around, but not someone that's bragging and gloating and just boasting about all of this stuff. Like, no, because those type of people, they like to down you because you haven't been there. All right. So you are a student of the game. You want someone to teach you how to. You want someone to help you mold yourself into the mentor that you know that you can be. You just need some more education, and that's completely understandable because mentors are students. Business coaches was once the student, okay? Just like the teacher was once a student until they had a teacher that taught them, so now they're teaching others, so now they're the teacher, okay? You may know something that I don't. I may know something that you don't. I'm going to shut my mouth and learn what I need to learn from you, and then you're going to shut your mouth and listen to what I have to say. That's respect, okay? So never judge a book by its cover, okay? Just because someone, you may look at them and look down on them and be like, oh, this person broke, this person ain't got it. You probably called them on an off day. That person probably rich or whatever. You never know this, but you never know. I'm telling you. Like when you go to certain parts of Pennsylvania, when you go downtown, certain places in Pennsylvania. When I actually years ago, I used to work for a real estate investment firm, and we was over top billionaires and millionaires. Okay, there was a guy that used to be a UFC fighter. All right. He had about 17 professional fights. He was a Golden Glove champ. He was a boxer and everything. Before that, he worked his way on up the ranks and he got into UFC. Okay, he got out of UFC, got banged up pretty bad, and he just was like, I don't want to keep doing it. I don't want to end my career. Next thing you know, he got into sales and marketing. Okay, and he wanted to open up his own business. Today, this guy is worth over $10 million. In that firm that I was working in, there were millionaires that was over top of us, and the firm that we was working in was worth over $1 million, and all of us down there, at least 75% of us was six-figure earners. Like we was down there not banging it out, doing a lot of things. Okay, if you didn't know, real estate is a good field to be in. Let me just tell you right now, it is. So. You never know. I was walking downtown with some people, and they look like average Joes. They coming out of Starbucks getting coffee, and somebody pulls up in a Lambo. They get in the Lambo. Somebody drives up in the Lambo. The guy gets out and gives him the keys. The guy that just was in Starbucks and drinking a regular coffee on his phone. You'd have never thought this guy was rich. The guy pulls up in a stinking Lambo. The guy comes. He gets a notification on his phone. He walks out, the guy gives him the keys, the guy goes in the passenger seat, and the other gentleman that was in the Starbucks, he's driving the Lambo. I've seen people come out with Rolls Royces and BMWs. I've seen a car, I don't even know what the brand is. Some Chinese looking car. You never know who actually has money, because people that have money, people that actually worked for something, they worked hard, once they reach, a certain level in success, they can care less because they know they're always going to have money. Money is not the most important once you have all of it. Okay? So don't judge a book by its cover, guys. I'm trying to teach you something. Don't judge a book by its cover, I'm telling you. Don't let the corporate world suck you into something that you don't want to be. Some guys are just trying to appear as if they have it. When they're starving, making $40K a year. They're starving, man. That's not money. It's not money. And you know it's not money. It's feeding your family. It's getting you by. But if you got kids and you got a dog and you got bills, you got house payments, you got car payments, you got insurance here, insurance there, you want to take trips with you and your significant other, and you got all this stuff, $40,000 is not a lot of money. Okay, especially if you're the main one in the house or the only one in the house making the money, right? So I know you want more for yourself. So again, just because someone is in the corporate field does not mean they're excited and they're happy. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of times, you know, like I said, I used to be in the corporate field, so I understand. I know what it takes to make money, big money. Okay, I know what it takes to consult and speak with clients about various different things. I know how this stuff works. I was on the inside. I'm not just talking from a computer screen. I was there. Okay, I've spoken with millionaires. I've spoken with six-figure earners. I already know how this stuff works. There are corporate companies that will not hire you because because you're not clean shaven or you're not this and you're not that, and they'll hire this person, or they'll hire the person that necessarily isn't clean shaven, but then they'll tell you in order for you to have the job, you gotta shave that mustache completely off. You gotta shave that beard. You gotta take that chin hair completely, go on and lower it way down to like right here somewhere that's barely even noticeable. You need to keep your hair cut, clean cut. You need to dress a certain way. You need to act a certain way. You need to talk a certain way. I don't know about you. That's fake. I'll be real with you. That is 100% fake. If you can't be yourself at your job, then you're 100% fake at the job. You ever heard someone on the phone, right? You're talking to your friend, and then they talking to one of the person at their job, and they sound completely different. You didn't even know it was me. Oh, who the hell was that? Oh, that was me. That was you? Yeah. Yo, you sound completely different. Oh, yeah, that's my work voice. Yo, I'm telling you, it's the truth. I heard it. Work voice. What is that? Work voice? Oh, that's not my work voice. You know. Oh, so you switching roles. You want to be somebody else, and then when you get off from work, you want to act like you. That ain't the job for you if you gotta do that. Don't be a hypocrite when you go to your job. Because one day they're going to catch you on your job. You're going to be saying some stuff, man. They're going to be like, oh my God, I didn't know she had a rap like that. Oh my God, I didn't know she was like that. Look, tell you. It's crazy up there, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So you should want to run your life how you want to run it. You should be able to wake up in the morning whenever you feel like it. You should want to, you know, put on a t-shirt, a wife beater, okay? Maybe you didn't feel like shaving that day. Who cares? You don't have any responsibilities when it comes to a schedule, when it comes to a job. What you need to chase is not money. You need to chase freedom. You need to chase freedom, okay? I want to thank you guys for taking the time and listening to me. Take care. And as always, guys, God bless. Talk to you soon. See you in the next video.